Hello everybody, this is Milad, and in this video I'd like to create one of these cool animated flowcharts. So it's gonna be a similar concept in software engineering, like here we have what load balancers do, and here we have what caches do. So today I'd like to create a flowchart for like what microservices do actually. So I'm going to use flowyBoard.com, which is a really cool and amazing tool to create these kind of animated flowcharts, and it makes it really easy to do this stuff. So let's get started. First, I'd like to search about the concept of microservices. So go to images. So this image looks cool. Also this one. So probably it's gonna be like this one. So as the core service, core application, I'm gonna use a cube like this, and then for the rest of microservices, I'm gonna use some other shapes, and then I can attach the flows like this. So let's start it with creating the background box. Here we have, so this is the size of a Instagram Reels or a YouTube short size. So if we wanted to start from scratch, we don't have any size. So one solution is that just search for Instagram Reels size and then go to images. Simply grab one of these images, for instance this one. I can just copy this image, or let me try if I can grab and paste it here. It doesn't work like that, so simply I just wanna save it, and then I drag and drop it into my project. And to resize it, hold Ctrl and scroll to have the same ratio. So it's going to be like this, and then now what I need to do is just simply select one of these square shapes and then create the box like this. So this is how you can have the size you want for different platforms, because at this point flowyBoard doesn't have any measurement tool, so this is how you can do it. And then delete the background, just simply. Now let me resize this to have the same size. Hold Ctrl or Command in Mac and then resize it to have the same size. As soon as you have one of these boxes, the simplest thing you can do is just select it, Ctrl or Command C, and then Ctrl and Command V. So you would get the same. Not sure why I pasted that, but yeah. That way you can have the same thing. Let me delete this, we don't need it at this point. So now I want to change the border color, the flow color. I want to use purple, a lighter a little bit. Change the background to be white. Okay, I think this is a cool background. So now, as the main idea here, as the main service, I'm gonna use a cube like this size. Let me zoom a little bit, and then rename it to core. Also, I want to have purple as the color, and white for the text. Okay, nice. Now for the microservices, this is a cool shape. Also, this one is cool as well. So to show that we have different microservices with different purposes, so I can use different shapes. So can create one here, then change the color to be like, we can have it in different. Something's wrong with this. Change that. Okay, can have different colors, like this pink is good. Put it over here, make it a bit smaller. Let's create a couple of also one under this. Change the color to be like green or blue. Put it over here. A couple of more of these shapes I need. One bigger, one smaller. Okay. Now I just need to change the colors to be like, let me make it green. Make it maybe yellow. It's better to be darker because we want to put it on the white background. Just put it here. Okay, now we have these shapes as microservices. Make it more center. So, okay. Now let's create the flows. So because in software engineering concept, the core cube, the core system is in connection with other microservices in both direction. I mean, sends and receives data. So it's better to use flows in both directions. I'd like to use these flows. If I select it, I can have it in both directions. So what we can do, if I cut it and paste it over here or something, okay, if I cut it and paste it over here, why I keep getting this? Let me refresh it. Strange. I don't like it. It's better to be this way is better. I really don't like this to be these colorful shapes. So my idea is that just change them to be maybe turn them all to be red or maybe even black. Yeah, feels better, I think. Now let's create the other flows. These are too fast, so let me make it slow, 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 and slow. So let's select this, both directions, both direction, both direction, and both direction. Now select these. So how does it feel? I think it feels good, I think. Both direction. Make it a bit smaller. Okay. Now it feels quite good, I think. So now the next thing I'd like to have, because all the microservices are communicating with the core system, and the core system is responsible to respond the requests. So it's somehow the gateway, or actually user interface, as you can see here. So let me search about, so I want an icon, so I use icon download. I go to flat T icon here and then look for web application, or actually so yeah, this one looks good. Just grab it and place it over here. Now let me create another flow. I'd like to use this flow here. Folder both. I mean normal. Change the color to be like purple. And a bit darker. So this is nice. That would be a good idea if I also change the color of these flows, maybe actually I like the red here, but maybe change the green one. So light pink is a nice option. No, not that one. Okay, it looks nicer. I think it's better to like use black and white like this one, and then I can place a background underneath. Delete this one. Then I'd like to use can be white. Maybe it keeps getting back and I have no idea. So let me add the title. I just want to say microservices. Put it over here, make it bigger. Change the color to be like purple again. Also, a nice animation would be good. Or, yeah, this pulse is better. So what I'd like to do is adding some small tags to show that every one of these microservices does a separate thing. So for instance, like say payment, change the color to be like how does it look here? Maybe another, maybe red is better. Okay. So this looks better, and then I can change the color of this to be purple actually. So payment, copy, paste it here. One more time, it's here. So login or user base keep getting back. There is something wrong with the application, I think. social or sharing, you could say. A microservice handles the sharing part. Okay. Images. And this one, payment user base. We have all kinds of services from different, for instance, AI assistant or chatbot. AI clustering or AI service. It could be anything. Okay. Okay, I think it's good enough. Now I also like to add this flowyBoard tag here. So I can show that I have created this with flowyBoard, and so giving some credits to flowyBoard. So the final part is capturing the screen, so to see the end result, because we can just save the board here, but then we can import the board here. The file format is not a video, so we can search for a recorder like QuickTime Player. Then here I can add new screen recording, and then I can select it here. I hope this works because I'm recording the screen at the same time, so not sure if this is going to work. Well, apparently it doesn't work because I'm already capturing. But I'll show you the end result at the end of the video. So yeah, that's it I think for this video. I hope you enjoyed this. So it's a bit longer than usual, that's what I used to do, but I think this feels good because this is how I do it. So I don't want to rush in anything, and that's the reality of creating this kind of flowcharts. Yeah, see you next time. If you enjoyed this, please let me know so I can create more of these things. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.